Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCalSabre here, and today we're going to have a demo. This is Pavlov's house, the Battle of Stalingrad. And this is designed by David Thompson, and it's the first game in the Valiant Defense series. I think there's four of them out now. And I'm late to the game, but I've been playing it for a long time, and I played it. I really like the mechanics. It's pretty simple. Well, something it's pretty simple, hard to remember for the old man, but I used the charts. And anyway, World War II, Pavlov's house, and it's called Pavlov's house because Sergeant Pavlov took over the building and held it for, I believe, 2 months against the Germans, and eventually lost it. But it was a great morale victory for the Russians at the time, and with the Germans all around them and everything. So here I'm gonna give you a little demo on it. I'm not gonna promise you that everything will be right, but this is the board. And on this side here, we got setups. This is per se like the Russians trying to provide support to Pavlov's house over here, trying to get support and supplies in. The middle section is the Germans coming down here. All right. And over here is Pavlov's house. When the game plays right to left, so it's easy to remember that. There's a lot of different counters. I'll keep them off to the sides. I'll show you as the game goes on. in that, in Pavlov's house, we start off here with 10 suppression tokens and 2 food tokens, these blue ones. Okay, 1 food token feeds 5 people, so you got to be careful of that. How can you lose? Well, if the Germans manage to make their way all the way down one of these tracks and into the house, they're automatically lost. If you have to finish all of the Wehrmacht cards, the German cards, and you don't have enough points, you could lose. And if your guys all die from starvation over here, then you can lose that way too. There may be a couple other ways to lose, but I've played this game 3 times. The first 2 times I lost the same way with the Germans coming down all the way down the track, and I counted and I had 15 German cards left to play each time. So I was going, oh, wonder. Now the third time, which I played just the other day, I got through all of the German cards. I added up the points and everything, and I ended up in a draw. So I have not beat this. This isn't going to be a complete playthrough, and I'm not sure it's going to be. You can use it as a tutorial, but we'll get it going. And let me see if I can get a little bit more lights on here. And no, I got a few more lights, but it's part of the glare. What I forgot to tell you was once you get used to the game, in order to make things even more challenging and so forth, there's a whole deck of tactic cards that you can add to the game. I'm not using the tactic cards today in this demo. Okay, so here we go. First thing we're going to do is draw 4 cards off of the Russian deck. Okay, now I'll show you. These all have different symbols on them. You get to use 3 actions now, but you can only use 1 off of a card. So like for say, I can't use this and this off the same card. All right. So the first action we're going to use is we're going to put an artillery in the 267th anti-aircraft battalion. And they are up here. This will come into play later. So that's 1 action. Okay, then we're going to use the 62nd Army Command Post up here on this card. What that allows me to do is take 5 of items and put them into the staging area over here. This is the staging area. And the way we got to try to get them over to the Pavlovs. So we're going to put, we're going to put 2 in the staging area. See, figure out what I was doing right away with the bay. We're going to put 2 of these zappers in there, and maybe we'll take 1 first aid with us. So that's my second action. It was off of this card here. Then my third action, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put 1 anti-aircraft in the 1083rd Anti-Aircraft Battalion down here. All right, so that's my fort for that turn. Now we're going to be drawing 3 cards from the German deck. We're in the middle now here. And the first one here is place. This is a scout. Okay, so how do we place a scout? We got no suppression markers to stop them, so we're not going to be able to stop them. We roll 1 die. It's a 6. He's going to go in this one here. Boy, sure, it would have to be that one there. So we're going to take a scout, put him right there. Okay, then we're going to turn up the next card. Now we got some bombers coming in. We have 3 bombers coming in. I'm going to use both of my anti-aircraft ones that I put out there a little bit ago. And for each one, I'm going to roll 2 dice. And if I get a 4 or higher, one of them it'll be eliminated. So here's for the first roll. So one of them is eliminated. So there's only 2 left. I can't get them all, but here's the second roll. All right, and a 6. So we got 2 of them. So there's only 1 coming in. Now what they're going to do is they're coming in. They're going to be bombing the city and everything over here. We're going to roll 3 dice. Okay, we're going to add the totals up. 13. And then that third, we're going to go over here to this side. That 13, which is way up here in the 262nd, we're going to put a suppression marker in there. Oh, there's another way to lose the game too. I forgot to tell you about it. If you have to put a second marker on 18, you lose. All right, so that card is done. Yeah. And here comes another placement. We're going to roll 1 die and see where he's going. It's a rifleman. He's going into 6 also. I might lose this game right off the bat while you're watching. This is crazy. I'm going to have to get some help. Okay, so push it down. All right, here we go. Now we're going over to Pavlov's house. Each time now we're allowed 3 moves and then 3 actions. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move Alexander off of here over to this purple side. We got to try to get some of these guys off of here. And then we're going to move Glosson over to this purple side. And on the top, the marker on the left of the slash is their number, their attack, and the bottom is their suppress. So then the third one, we're going to go out here and we're going to put this guy here, and I'll explain this in a second in the radio room. All right, now I get to do 3 actions. Now, if I can get all 4 of the commanders out there, like Pavlov that have the C out there, so if I get all 3 of them out there on the board, you get to do a 4th action. Okay. So now we're going to do actions. So now we're going to fight. This guy here is firing at this first German that came in, this scout. He gets 1 die because of that 1, and he needs to roll a 5 or a 6 in order to take him out. And he does not take him out. So now that he is, you turn him over, exhausted, and he took him. These are actions. When it gets crowded, you can keep track of how many actions you took. Now this guy here, Lushenko, is going to try to take him out also. Let me get rid of these German cards. Lushenko. And he takes him out. All right. That helps. So he's over. That would be an action. Now the radio room. This guy could either fire if he needs to or put a suppression marker down, but he can also use the radios to call in reinforcements. And he gets 2 points to call in reinforcements. Over here on the side of the board, I have a bunch, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing here in a second. I'm going to be bringing in these 2 guys with the machine gun capability, the M. They each cost 1. It's that little pip down in the bottom right-hand corner. So that's the 2. And they go into the reserve box over here in Pavlov's house. So that flipped him. And 3 actions are done. Okay. So now we are back. Pretty nice, huh? Pretty simple in that. We are back to the Soviet cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we got here. We're not getting what we want. All right, since there's only one of these, we're going to put one artillery anti-aircraft one out here in the 1083rd. I plays that card. With this card here, we're going to. Oh, we can't do nothing yet with that card. So this one here, we're going to put an artillery marker out here, and right here where it says artillery. We're going to put one of those out there. You got to have guys in the house to be able to claim them, but this can stop the surge of disruption markers being put down. And so we got two left. Two left. Then I'm going to use this one again to put 5 more things into the staging area. All right, so there's 2. We'll put 2 more food in there, and we're gonna put another zapper in there, and then we're gonna put ammunition. If ammunition makes it over to Pavlov's house, it converts to 5 suppression tokens. Okay, so that's my 3 moves for this time. So we are back to the Germans again. Oh, and okay, 3 aircraft are coming in. I do have one anti-aircraft, so let's see if we can at least take one of these guys out. We did. We took one of them out with that 5. It had to be a 4 or more. So we got 2 bombers coming in, Stukas or whatever the heck they are. All right, here we go. That's a 10. So we're going to go over here. See, I put that down there. I don't get to put a depression marker or a disruption marker on there, but it takes this one off. So that kind of slows it down a little bit. All right, here comes the second bomber. On another 10. So they're bound to determine to hit that anti-aircraft. I guess that's what they had targeted. So that's that one there. Now I have no anti-aircraft left. Okay, so here we're going to attack the building. First time we're going to roll to see what side is green. Is this side of the building? Then they got the red, and then the purple's this side of the building. So we're going to see what side they're attacking. They're attacking the green side. Now we're going to roll 5 dice. Let me double check that. Yeah, you roll the number of dice depicted on the card, and that's 5. All right, so we're going to roll all 5. And what we're trying to do here, because these are the defense markers for each section. It's on a 6 now. If they roll at least 1 6, I have to move it down to 5. Okay, so here we go. They're attacking the building, trying to take our defenses down. All right, no 6s. That was a nice roll. Okay, and here we go. Oh, and they're going to attack the building again. This time they're going to attack the purple side. Okay. And then they're going to roll 4 dice. And again, the purple side's at 6. And no 6s. There's that phone again. Bill, turn it off. Okay. So on that last roll, they attacked the purple. They didn't roll no 6s. So another good thing. Okay, we get back over here to Pavlov's house. Let's take these off of here. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Pavlov's coming out. This is the move you want to make. I'm going to put Pavlov out here and here. Okay. And I'm not going to move these 2 guys out yet because they have to have them. I got to be able to buy a machine gun to go out there with them because they're useless except getting killed if they're out there. So that's the only move I'm going to make this time. And now Pavlov, he's got that C. He's a commander. One of the things he can do is he can make 3 free recovery moves. Okay, so he's going to recover this guy, recover this guy, recover this guy. Well, what that does is we got to put one of these on the different type. It's not an action. Okay, and it signifies that that C was used on him. Now, one of the things in the rules, and if anybody knows the rules, please put this in there. It says 3 free actions, 3 free recoveries. Okay, does that count as his action? Or does he still get an action? Okay, so said free, and the other games wouldn't count against. I'm going to say that he gets one action, and what he's going to do here with this one action, I think he's not going to do nothing. He's done. He's going to stay like that. Uh, I'm not sure if that uh, kills him or not. Hold on, from reading it, uh, I'm reading that the command action can't be taken, and he's exhausted, that he can't take another one. So that's there. We're done with that part. Back here to the Russian forces. So we got some more artillery. Okay, we got a Volga. This is nice. So we're going to get this Volga military flotilla card. Okay, this gets us. Let's just put something out here. So we're going to put one ammo. I mean, one food, one zapper. He helps build the house, and we're going to put a first aid in there. Now, if I get another one of these, then I can move him in here to the Pavlov's house. But I'm waiting for that one. Let's see, we got any artillery? Yeah, we do have some artillery. We better get them out there. This is in the 267th. This is it. This is in the 1083. Okay, that's my three cards, my three actions. Back to the middle. This is flows pretty nice. It gets kind of complicated, the decisions you got to make, and that it's fun and fun if you don't mind losing. You got to be a better tactician than me. All right, so we're back to the German side. I just did that side there. Okay, three cards. First one is we're attacked. Oh boy, we're really after this building. Let's see what side they're going to attack. And it's a 5 dice one. Three, they're going to be attacking the north side up there. I call it the north side. Okay, and here's 5. And this defense is setting at 6. No, they got a 6. So I have to go up here and move it down to 5 now. Okay, so they hit the building they were aiming at that time. Okay, here comes another bomber. There's only 2 coming in, so I'm only going to waste one of my things. Okay, let's see if we can take one of them out. We did. We take one out, so there's only one more coming in this time. This is early, and we can take a little bit more. Boy, I got that 10 number down. That's a good demonstration one. So that's 10. So we go to the 10 and it's filled. You go to the next highest one. You put 11. You put a disruption marker there. All right, that's 2. 3. There's another placement. He's coming in on the 2. He's a 1-4. He's a rifleman coming down the street on that 2 right there. Okay, now that's their 3 cards. So we're going to go over to Pavlov's house, and now we can remove these guys. These guys are refreshed now. Okay, so what Pavlo's going to do is he can do the recovery action. He's going to do the recovery, but he gets covered with one of these. All right. Now, let's see, still got a guy coming in on the purple side. We're going to let this first guy up here, Alexandrov, what his name is, shoot at him. He needs a 4 better to get him. And he missed. And he's going to try. And he got him. So he clears that off. They only got one guy in the green, but they do have somebody in green. Now he can shoot or use the radio for reinforcements. And he's going to use the radio for reinforcements because he wants to buy a machine gun. Oh, that's a mortar. Yeah, I picked the wrong guys before. All right, I'm making a mistake. So here's the mortar. He bought that 2 for 2 in the mortar. They'll have to move them out next time. So now he is taking an action. Oh, wait a minute. I can't do that because it's 1, 2, 3 actions. That's a fourth. He can't do that. He can only do 3 actions. So they're having a little bit of trouble at Pavlov's house right here. Okay, I'm going to do 1 or 2 more things. I'm trying to see how long this video's been running. It's like 20 something minutes, maybe 20. I'll know in a minute. So let's do another run through here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now here's that Vogue. I got one of these again. So now that these are in the flotilla, we can move these over into here in the Pavlov's House of Supplies. That was a good one. And we can put some more supplies out there with this card. These supplies are critical. And these guys are critical here. And let's see what else we got out here. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? No, I'm moving from the staging area out to there. That's what this is. 1, 2, 3. So that's the second one of those. So we can use, I'll show you one of these here. These are the the Signal Battalion. This allows me to put one of these Signal Battalion corps out on numbers 14 through 17. If you could ever get all 4 of those filled up with your guys, and you get an extra card or an extra action. I'll have to reread on that. Okay, so that's my 3 moves. Let's go to the Germans. They got 2 coming in, so we got 1 artillery still left out there. So we're going to use that one. And I'll see if we can roll a 4 and take one of these guys out. And we did. We took one of them out. You only take one, not both. So there's 1 bomber coming in. Then he rolls a 6. Okay. So the 6 is here with the zapper, so that's going to take the zapper off, but it doesn't put a disruption marker on. I didn't get a little bit lucky with these rolls today. Okay. And now we have a supply card. Okay. I have to feed these guys in the house. All right. So I'm going to put the supply card up there. How many guys we got in the house? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys in the house. Now I can feed all 6 of them with 2 of these, or I can feed 5 of them with 1 of them, and 1 would die. What would we like to do? Okay. I think for once I'm just going to feed 1 of them. Then we're going to have 1 of these machine gunners die. Okay. There we go. This is their second card. There's another placement. Going to 2. Oh, another 2. 1, 4. They're in trouble. We got 1 green guy over there. I screwed up with that, putting that guy, that gunner away, or that mortar guy away. All right. Gonna attack the building again. What side they're gonna attack this time? They're gonna be attacking the green side, and they're throwing 3 dice at it. The 3 indicated right there. This is the side that's still at 6 defense, and it's gonna stay at 6 defense. Okay. So we're doing this one, taking this one off, taking this one off. Okay. Now Pavlov, we're going to do the moves first. So there ain't no moves. Pavlov's going to use his command to flip these guys over. But it puts these on it, which means they can't take an action this time and they can't shoot at those guys coming in down there. And he's going to use his radio again to call in another, bring this guy back from the dead. That's the 3 actions. It looks like I'm doing good, but boy, I am a little bit better than what I have been doing, but sometimes this action gets really, really full. So this is Pavlov's house, the first in the Valiant Defense series, by David Thompson. You can find this on DVG, Dan Verson Games. And I hope you like the demo and the game itself. It's really nice. So if you're into wargaming, you're like it solitaire, check this one out. SoCalsabre saying, go down there and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and push it out into your social media channels. Get this game some more love out there. And thank you for stopping by. So take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.